Kick-Ass sucks ass.
Please clap.
So I was checking Quentin Tarantino's list of 2010 when I spotted this movie, and I remember that I used to like it. And I can understand why. I used to relate to him. It was the story of a loser. Of course, things have changed now.
One of the key elements of the film is that everything's supposed to be grounded in reality.
Done what Mark came up with and what we've done together is taking it to another level where it's a real kid in the real world as opposed to a real kid in the fantasy world.
At some point in our lives, we all want to be a superhero.
So the movie establishes that there are real consequences.
I was just a regular guy. No radioactive spiders, no refugee status from a doomed alien world.
Oh, okay, I get it. This is the real world.
My mother was killed by an aneurysm in the kitchen, as opposed to a gunman in the alley. So if you were hoping for any I will avenge you, mother!
I get it. So he becomes a real superhero. Okay, he's dead.
You don't have to have superpowers to be a superhero. You got that great life-affirming, positive, wonderful message that really kind of envelops the whole movie and in a sense is what the movie is about, you know.
So he gains superpowers, damage nerve endings and metal plates.
Did you feel that? No.
He also gets this girl's attention because she thinks that he's gay because he was raped. Okay. So he goes back to being a hero and tries to save this person with this sick music, dude. Why doesn't he just fall unconscious? Well, the movie implies that it's because of his superpowers.
So I guess that's his sort of superhero-ness, that, you know, his power is some sort of defense mechanism, really, the idea that he can't feel pain so much because all he does is get his ass kicked all the time, so...
Except that having nerve endings damage will only affect skin sensitivity, not deep tissue pain sensation. So any blow will still be painful to Dave, but even if he couldn't feel any pain, wouldn't he fall unconscious regardless? And what's the deal with those bone plates? Well, it actually weakens the bone structure, especially with fractures, so this doesn't make any sense. You could say that I'm nitpicking and biased, except that the movie very explicitly repeats this several times only to be broken immediately, which would be okay if they at least remained consistent with it later on, but...
Who are you? I'm Kick-Ass.
So, thanks to the videos, he receives a lot of attention. Oh boy, another superhero who is instantly famous because of the internet. Let's search for real superheroes. Right, so many views. Why did he suddenly become so important?
One guy, Razul, and I felt so sorry for him, and the more I found out about his upbringing and stuff,
So he goes to fight the girl's bully. How will this kerfuffle end?
So fucking dead.
Where the hell did you come from? So he meets real superheroes.
I'm in way over my head.
It's a shame. You have potential.
So they take a liking to him, because he's the main protagonist.
And he becomes someone that my daughter kind of has a crush on. So on top of that, I have to tolerate him.
What is this? What am I looking at here?
Meanwhile, the mafia starts to take notice of him due to his increasing popularity, leading them to believe that he is killing their men, except that it's actually this dude. Oh, so that's why Kika suddenly gained internet attention, because otherwise he wouldn't matter. And it just so happens that he went to beat the girl's bully, who was working with the mafia guy, the same night that Big Daddy planned his operation, which leads to the third act of the movie. I love when conflict happens for coincidences. Oh no, he's dead.
I can't believe he's dead, that's all.
Oh, I know. It Katie.
Oh, never mind. That was just nothing, I guess.
Point is, there's only one way a superhero can trust a stranger, and I can be that stranger. You just gotta give me a chance.
Of course, the mafia's dude's son pretends to be a superhero and Kick-Ass is baited because he's a fucking idiot. They arrive at the ruined bait and eventually realize that Nicolas Cage destroyed it along with these sick edits. Where did you come from to slit his throat? Again, Kick-Ass just so happened to be there when it was the same night that Big Daddy had prepared to destroy the place that was being used as a bait, just like earlier on.
Because I am kick-ass! What are you talking about? And I'm also not gay.
Okay, so he confesses to her and she dumps him, right? Because this is the real world.
Unique version of a superhero movie, which is what I liked, and I wasn't playing some sort of stereotypical girlfriend of a superhero. It seemed unique and relatable.
So just lie to your significant other about everything, and when you tell them the truth, they will fall in love with you, just like in real life. So he retires and immediately comes back.
Her. So I promised her my kick-ass days were over. And the truth was, I hardly missed it at all.
Why did the movie even imply that he was retiring? He could still be working and have a girlfriend. Oh, so that it adds more drama. This could have been the last time, but now he has something to lose. Boo-hoo.
Remember you mentioned that there were other superheroes?
Yeah?
Well, do you think they can help us?
So Kick-Ass asks for help and Big Daddy helps him. Why? Because he has potential? So they are about to be executed. I think you missed that punch. What happened to his superpowers? So Big Daddy dies and they go to kill the mafia, but man.
Do this on your own.
Exactly.
So she goes alone and kills most of the henchmen. Okay, let's actually watch the editing. At first, she's about to knee kick someone in the face and then she's teleported to this moment. Then she avoids bullets aimed at her, but not before reloading midair.
Of guns get empty and she reloads them in midair, click. And then she only actually fires 3 or 4 times before those guns are empty as well, and then she has to jump on top of the guy.
So she gets cornered. Use the grenade. Oh, I mean knife. How will Kick-Ass help in this actually dangerous situation? He just gets a jetpack and shoots everyone, like a real superhero. Why not use the jetpack to kill them from the very beginning? Nah, let's just punch them.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
And they all die, because it is a bazooka.
A new type of superhero movie.
The things we've seen, or is it a bit different?
No, it's different. I mean, it's not like anything I've ever seen. I have to say that in all honesty. You know, it is kind of, it's vivid and dynamic and it won't let you down.
Telling of the genre has been very successful, and it shows, I think, that it's a genre that's here to stay, because it shows that you can do other things with it now, and that people will respond, you know.
Right, it is a very different superhero movie.
He gets the girl, he beats the villain, and he goes home as if nothing happened, unlike in other unrealistic superhero movies.
Things like Big Daddy's big reveal would have been awful in the movie if it had gone that way, so they kept the original backstory for Big Daddy, and for those of you who've read the book, you find out that it's a lie, that the guy's just a comic book fan like Dave and he's made up the whole stuff about his wife. And it's only one page of the comic, but it turns everything on its head, and it would have just ruined the movie, and likewise the jetpack scene wouldn't have worked in the comic, but in the movie things were building up so much at that point you needed some big Luke Skywalker blowing up the Death Star moment, you know?
Let's be honest, if Kick-Ass' girlfriend didn't happen to have a drug dealer friend, could Kick-Ass have any importance to the main plot? The movie has to force the story in order to give him any relevance.